Hi, good morning. It's 7:09. Sheriff Rob Mashel and Troy Little in studio here this morning. Sheriff, good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you, sir?
You know, before we get into anything, I do want to talk about Coach Edey. And I know being a New York Mills guy, and he's quite an amazing guy.
He's one of a kind, very close friend of our family. I listened to your interview yesterday, and that was tough for him. I've known him for a long time. I've watched him coach for over 20 years, you know, and to hear one of those old school rough and tough coaches get very emotional. I mean, I'm sure it was probably one of the most difficult decisions he's ever made in his life to retire. You know,
and it was, I brought up that the Oriskany New York Mills game and the sectional championship game where he brought, there was 8 seconds left. He brought the players over. I'm thinking it's for the seniors, and it was. But what we didn't know at that time, what he knew, is that he was going to retire. I mean,
the day before he made his announcement, which was really neat, he summoned his entire team on Sunday night to their locker room, one of which is my son. My son played for him this year, had the honors to play for Coach Edey.
Wow.
And, that was a private thing for those guys. I don't even know what happened in that meeting, but, everybody kind of came out sort of with a smile and with their head down at the same time. But it's always been that way with him. He's very traditional and just a good guy.
Well, he's created a dynasty there.
Yes,
it's just incredible.
A tiny little town, one of the smallest school districts in a multi-county region, and just to look at the record that those
one of the
teams
most successful, if not the successful,
Yeah.
basketball programs in the state.
Exactly.
Really. Okay, let's talk about what you guys are doing here.
Yes, with me today is Troy Little, and I'll let Troy introduce himself in a second there. But the Sheriff's Office partnered with Mvcc on the Phase 1. It's a pre-employment police academy, and it gives everyone an opportunity that wants to enter the police career to. And again, I don't want to steal Troy's thunder, but we partnered with Mvcc. We've been a partner with MV for decades. We've had our police academy there for over 40 or 50 years. And again, this is an opportunity for folks who want to make themselves more marketable. So, like I said, with that, if I could just turn it over to Troy, because he is the man who heads up this program.
Troy, nice and tight on that microphone, if you can. I know it's having a tough time. Actually, Sheriff, could you just move that one over? That might be a little bit better. Good morning, Troy. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for having me this morning.
Talk about this program and what this means for somebody who wants to go into law enforcement.
Sure. Well, this program, it has many benefits. It's been running about 5 years now, and it pays off in big ways for the candidate that's looking. Many kids that are out there, young adults that want to be police officers, and the traditional way is basically waiting for them to, take civil service tests, get on lists, and then go through a long, strenuous process after that before they can even get hired. What this allows them to do is be ready pretty much to be hired once the opening becomes at an agency. So what they're able to do is put themselves through the full police training at our Phase 1 Academy right at Mvcc. They bear the cost, but the benefit that also comes with that is for all the coursework that they're doing, the entire academy, they're earning college credit. So at the end of the program, which is a year long, they end up earning 33.5 college credits and a law enforcement certificate that they can even take further and apply and then end up getting another associate's degree with further work. So that's a big benefit for them. And then there's a big benefit to the municipality, which I'm sure the sheriff would attest to, where it's a huge cost savings for them. Just because when this candidate comes to them, they're a good 6 months ahead of the game. They have to put them through what's called Phase 2 training, but it's a very short amount and a lot less cost to the municipality. So for the big agencies and the small agencies, it ends up, paying off well. And it also, with our program, it's a college program, so we have a lot of learning outcomes that are at the college level. So we're actually educating and professionalizing these men and women a little bit more than the traditional way.
And I'm assuming that, with many fields, wherever people work, the better you complete a certain level, a certain course, you get a certain degree, you end up being able to make a little more money. Same thing here. Is that possible? And certainly it makes you more marketable as a potential employee.
I would say definitely makes them more marketable. Within policing, different policies, different unions, it's very different from agency to agency.
Right.
So yes, they're going to get some benefit at some agencies for maybe having a degree for as far as promotion, which will earn them more, or for certain positions, and maybe that'll earn them more. But it varies from agency to agency.
And how does somebody get in right now? Should they be signing up now? What's the general plan?
Yes, definitely. We will start our next phase 1 in August. Currently, we have one that's in with 19 recruits. They'll graduate in May. So it's this time of year that we start processing for the August academy. So we have orientation and fit test days scheduled for April 2nd, 9th, and 12th at this point in time. So they need to be reaching out to myself or one of my assistants to schedule for one of those dates. And basically, the program starts. They come in. We give them a short orientation to make sure the program's for them, because it's a college program, but it's a full police academy. So they have to be completely prepared for that mentally and physically. And that's why it starts with the fitness test, and they have to pass the fitness test portion to receive any other consideration.
Got it. All right. Again, website anywhere?
Yes, I can give you the website. It's actually phase 1 at mvcc.edu. That's PHASE 1, the number 1, at mvcc.edu. They can also contact me at my line at 731-5728. So anyone interested can go right ahead and email that or call in.
Good deal. Thank you, Troy. I appreciate it. Sheriff, take that mic just quickly. I just wanted to, very few people have the bravery to really trash talk a sheriff. But apparently the mayor,
there's one guy out there
the mayor of Utica apparently doesn't offer you that respect.
Called me a liar on TV the other night. Live
talking
TV.
You. Yeah. How do you respond? I'm giving you the chance.
I'm going to get back at him tonight. Tonight I'm the guest speaker at a St. Patrick's Day dinner.
Oh.
And the job of the head speaker is to roast the head table. And guess who's at the head table with me?
It would
My
be
good
the
friend,
mayor.
and he can't fire back. So I'm in a good position tonight. But
you'll see Coach 80 this weekend at this event as
well.
well.
And he gave me a little shot yesterday too at the end of your interview.
Yeah, he did.
Sent me a couple texts. The last text I got from him was "Game on, pal."
Game on.
Game on.
So. You want to make any predictions on this weekend's game?
Absolutely, we're going to win.
Okay.
Cops are going to win. Cops are going to crush them.
Cops will win.
Absolutely.
Andrew.
Well, he's in full uniform. I'm not going to say anything.
You just keep your mouth shut.
Don't forget, everybody, it's this Saturday, the 19th, at 5:30 p.m. at Whitesboro High School, and we're raising money for kids with cancer.
Great cause.
Thank you.
All right, thanks so much. Gentlemen, we appreciate it. Here's Christine with an update, 7:18.